Assalamu alaikum. Disenfranchisement and entrepreneurship. If you put forth the effort to support your business, choose your talent that you're good at that would be positive in serving the community. You put forth the effort the same way that you do your 8-hour job, where they assign you a certain amount of wage per hour or a salary per month, per annum, per quarter. Put forth the same effort that you do in that. At the end of the day, as they say, there's a phrase they throw out all the time. When you are finished with that work and that task, see the value in that. You may not get the same wage that you got at the job that you were at before, but just remember that's just over broke. You have the potential to make so much more. If you have a business and you have friends who are in different businesses but have the same interest in keeping the infrastructure of a community together, looking out for those who are less fortunate. If you have a circle of friends, you could have a fraternity. You could also start a union, and then you'd be represented. If you have a business, you can either be a sole proprietor or you can become some part of an incorporated status, LLC, limited license contractor. You could be a subcontractor or a contractor. There's incorporated status where people actually do invest in your business. And then there's also incorporated status where it's privately owned versus making an announcement to the whole market that they can buy a percentage. Still would be a sharing status for a business. You would then be incorporated. Being incorporated means that more than 10 people now have a shared interest in your business. Being incorporated means that now you do have a swinging vote because there is a certain organization or group of people with a shared interest. CWBA. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson. Shout out to everybody who was a thinking mind behind the contract with Black America. The disenfranchised are some funny people because they'll fight amongst each other instead of finding a way to unite in order to actually be heard. If we differentiate each other, we will definitely stay disenfranchised. Why fault someone who presents a way for us to be united? Check out the Black Panther's 10 points. There's always 10 theses somewhere. Disenfranchised. If you want the power to vote, build something, maintain it, and make sure that it's positive for the community. In order to be enfranchised, you have a business, and then you have someone else build a business, and then someone else agrees with it. That's not even a partnership. They build down the street, same model, but then they have their own version. That's making a franchise. Now you have certain needs and necessities in order for you to be supplied. So there's some more businesses down the street who invest in your ideas, and they have other businesses who do different things. They all work together within cooperation. they are now incorporated. And then out of those several businesses would be 7 corporations. If you feel disenfranchised, think about what you could possibly do with your own time, talent, and treasure to help the community around you and yourself, your family. Same way the globe has shared a pandemic, we could actually share a strengthening. There was a time when there was a global race to reach space. There was a time when there was a global race for information, knowledge, and technology. There was a thirst to grow. We have the agricultural specs to be able to feed everyone, and we can actually shelter everyone. Those who wanted to be involved with actually working on intellect and technology would be able to do so. Study. Involvement in intellect and technology involves study and also applied science. The same way with agricultural growth. Everyone's trying to make sure that we have all these different extra strengthened types of food grown in the ground and everything, where we know if we drop a seed and then make sure there's plenty of water and the roots have the soil for them to grow. Meanwhile, we have that. We have technology for making vehicles and communication and all of that. Got technology to make weapons. We have technology for inner space travel. We can grow. Instead of destroying, we can grow. Instead of fostering hatred, we can grow. When it comes to the point where people are evading actual social topics, why sit there and keep on cheering them on? The actual development of the applause was when the people got tired of hearing whatever that person was saying. They would start clapping their hands. That meant it's time for you to sit down. You don't applaud because you approve of what's going on. It's how much the world has been turned around. When I was around 5 or 6 years old, I read a book called Upside Down Town. Upside Down is a funny town where folks stand on their heads. They walk on ceilings, not on floors, and never sleep in bed. The children go to school by night and stay at home by day. They said something and did something, and they'd rather eat hay. Upside Down is a funny town. Disenfranchised. Assalamu alaikum.